Hello my friends, and welcome back to the reading of the Spirit's book. We are chapter 9, the Law of Equality. It's funny that such a book written in the 19th century is already talking about it. I mean, a spiritual book, right? This is a book of the spirits, and it's really fantastic that we are struggling until now with those things. Well, as subtopics, we have natural equality, the inequality of aptitudes, social inequalities, the inequality of wealth, the trials of wealth and poverty, equality of the rights between men and women. It's amazing. Equality in death. So we have now natural equality. Question 803. Are all people equal before God? Answer: yes, all tend toward the same goal. God has made the divine laws for everybody. You often say, the sun shines the same on everyone, and you thereby state a greater and more general truth than you might think. And there's a note from Kardec under this answer, which is: all are subject to the same laws of nature. All are born with the same fragility. All are subject to the same sufferings. The body of the rich decompose like the bodies of the poor. Therefore, God has not granted a natural superiority to anyone, either by birth or by death. All are equal before God. And then we have the other topic, which is the inequality of aptitudes. Question 804. Why hasn't God endowed everyone with the same aptitudes? Answer: God has created all spirits equal, but each one of them has lived over a longer or shorter amount of time and has consequently developed more or fewer aptitudes. The difference lies in the degree of experience and volition, their free will, by which some advance more rapidly, endowing them a wide range of aptitudes. A medley of aptitudes is necessary so that all may contribute to the designs of providence within the limits of the development of their physical and intellectual powers. What one cannot do, another does, and so all end up having their useful function. Furthermore, since all worlds are united in solidarity, it is necessary for the inhabitants of more highly evolved worlds, most of which were created well before yours, to come live here in order to set an example for you. Question 805. In passing from a more evolved world to a lesser one, does the spirit keep all its acquired faculties intact? Answer: yes. We have already told you that the spirit who has progressed cannot regress. In its spirit state, it may choose a coarser envelope or a more precarious position than the previous one, but always to serve it as a lesson and to help it progress. And there's a note from Kardec under this answer stating the following: thus, the diversity of aptitudes among individuals is not related to the inmost nature of their creation, but to the degree of perfection they have reached as spirits. God has not, therefore, created an inequality of faculties, but has permitted the different degrees of development to remain in contact with one another, so that the more advanced may help the more backward to progress, and also so that in needing one another, all persons may understand the law of charity that should unite them. Social inequalities, that's the other topic. Question 806. is the inequality of social conditions a law of nature? Answer: no, it is the work of humankind, not of God. Question that comes after this answer: will this inequality disappear someday? Answer: only God's laws are eternal. Don't you see inequalities disappearing little by little every day? They are destined to disappear together with the predominance of pride and selfishness, leaving only the different levels of merit. A day will come when the members of the great family of God's children will no longer regard themselves as being of purer or less pure blood, because only the Spirit is purer or less pure, and such does not depend on social position. Question 807. What about those who abuse the superiority of the social position by oppressing the weak for their own gain? Answer: they are to be lamented, those wretched beings. They will be oppressed in their turn, and they will be reborn into an existence in which they will suffer everything they caused others to suffer. Next topic is the inequality of wealth. Question 808. Doesn't the inequality of wealth originate in the inequality of faculties, which give to some persons more means of acquiring things than other persons? Answer: yes and no. What would you say about fraud and robbery? Question that comes after this answer. So, would inherited wealth be the fruit of evil passions? Answer: what do you know about it? Go back to its origin to find out if it is pure. Do you know whether or not, if at its source it was the fruit of spoliation or injustice? But apart from the issue of its possible evil origin, do you believe that the longing for wealth, even when honestly acquired, and the secret longing conceived to possess it as soon as possible are laudable sentiments? That is what God judges. And I can assure you that the divine judgment is more severe than that of humans. Question 809. If a fortune has been wrongly acquired to start with, are their heirs later responsible for this? Answer: of course, they are not responsible for the wrong that others committed, especially if they are ignorant of it. But you should know that a fortune is often destined for certain individuals in order to provide them the opportunity to repair an injustice. Happy for them if they comprehend this. If they repair the injustice in the name of the one who committed it in the first place, the reparation will be taken into account for everyone concerned, because it is almost always the original wrongdoer who, from the spirit world, inspires them to do it. Question 810. We may dispose of our assets more equitably or less equitably without breaking the law. Thus, we are responsible for our testamentary dispositions after death. Answer: every action bears its own fruit. The fruit of good deeds is sweet, whereas the fruit of other deeds is always bitter. Always bear this in mind. Question 811. Is absolute equality of wealth possible? And has it ever existed? Answer: no, it is not possible. The diversity of faculties and characters opposes it. And then there is a question under this answer, which is the following. Nevertheless, there are those who believe it to be the remedy for all social ills. What do you think of that? Answer: either they are framers of theories, or they are ambitious and envious. They do not understand that equality would be quickly broken by the very force of things. Fight selfishness, for that is your social plague. Do not run after chimeras. Question 812. If equality of wealth is not possible, does the same apply to well-being? Answer: no, but well-being is relative, and everyone could enjoy it if humans understood each other better. For true well-being consists in employing one's time according to one's liking, and not in working at something one does not enjoy. Since everyone has different aptitudes, no useful work would therefore be left undone. Equilibrium exists in everything. Humans are the ones who upset it. Question that comes after this answer: is it possible for everyone to understand one another? Answer: humans will understand one another when they practice the law of justice. Question 813. There are persons who fall into deprivation and poverty through their own fault. May society be held responsible for this? Answer: yes. We have already told you that society is always the primary cause of such wrongs. Isn't it society's responsibility to attend to the moral education of its members? It is frequently bad education that distorts these persons' judgment instead of stifling their harmful tendencies. Well, guys, this was it for today. I hope you guys have liked as much as I do. And I'll see you guys next time. God bless you all. Big kiss. Bye-bye.